Ohayo gozaimasu. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here in person and on Facebook Live for our Sunday service. Yesterday, there are two big celebrations that we attended. First in the morning, the four of us went to Japanese Cultural Center Hawaii to have, they had a USJ, United Japanese Society of Hawaii, installation and recognition banquet, and the Ehime Kenjinkai selected me, I don't feel worthy of it, but as the outstanding member of Ehime Kenjinkai, and I was like, I am not an outstanding member of the Ehime Kenjinkai in any way. All I do is take pictures and upload it to the social media, and I really should be doing more for the Ehime Kenjinkai. But they say, it's your turn now, so just accept. I was like, okay. Arigato. And then that was the most ways I ever got since my college graduation, and I was like, wow, I feel so unworthy, yet I feel so happy, to be celebrated. It feels good. It feels really good. And with all these lays that I've been receiving from so many different people, I was like, wow, arigato, like mottainai kimochi naru. It's like, hontoni, kami-sama no okage that I can be here and be a part of the Ehime Kenjinkai. And so we went to the banquet yesterday, and that was in the morning time. And then we went to home like really quickly for about an hour, and then we headed back to town again for my husband's co-worker got married yesterday at the Hyatt Regency in Waikiki. Another really big celebration event. And when they were doing the mother-son, father-daughter dance, I was like, oh man, stop crying! And it's like, I didn't want to cry because I didn't have any tissue with me. And I didn't want to grab a napkin on the table, so I was standing by the pillar and just like no one's watching me. But actually, that's when tears were coming down. It feels so special, and it just warms the heart. And at different stages of life, we attend weddings. I attended a wedding when I was a child. I attended a wedding when I was a teenager, when I was in my 20s and my 30s. Now I'm in my 40s. And every time it's a different feeling. When you're a little kid, you don't really care about anything. You just want the food. You want to see what kind of venue it's going to be. And when you're in your teens or your 20s, it's going to be like, oh, I wonder what kind of dress the bride's going to be wearing. Or you care about all those superficial things and all the decorations and the music and the dance. But I guess because I'm in my 40s, I don't, that kind of thing doesn't really matter to me. It's more like the energy that's put into this event, and the energy that got up to this point, and it just makes me feel so cheery. When they were dancing, the mother and the son, I was like, the groom was also, he was trying to wiping the tears away. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna cry too. I'm gonna cry too. And then I was thinking about, wow, this grown man, this handsome grown man was once a little baby that had his diapers changed, and his hands were this tiny, and now his hands are really big and holding his mother's hand, and they're dancing away, and then I thought, wow, it's such an okage for them to be in this moment, for her son to be able to experience this wedding. And hontoni, this moment was so precious, and I just felt like, arigatai. So all these memories that probably flashed in the son's memories, and also the bride, while they were doing that dance. And hontoni, for them to make it to that point, and that's where I want to talk about Inochi Shin no Hataraki. And this is a topic that Yano Sensei, my dad, he always talks about in his sermons. Inochi Shin no Hataraki is basically applying water and fertilizer to your life. When you feel complimented, when people compliment you, even for little things, oh, Reiko said, I love this shirt you're wearing, it's so cute, it's sparkly fish. Just these little things that spark some joy for you, compliments, or you did a good job today. Those little things They mean a lot, actually. They're like sprinkling little bits of fertilizer and some water, and it keeps your life energy flowing. But when all that stops, that's when you feel like the energy is just going to start to diminish. So it's important to maintain the Inochi no Shin no Hataraki. Like we celebrate, of course, like the birth of a baby. And the founder said if the birth of a baby is such an important and happy event, then death should also be an important and happy event, because one becomes a kami. But of course, when somebody dies, especially someone you love so much, it doesn't feel like a celebration. You just feel sad in that void, you know. But with great understanding of what true blessings really are, it may be, of course, we'll still be sad, but you'll be able to feel more grateful at the time of somebody's passing. And that's the kind of level I want to get up to, because for now it's like if my parents died, it's like I cannot bear it. Just to think about it, I begin to cry. I was like, I don't want them to ever die. I'm selfish. I want them to live forever, kind of thing. So, you know, we celebrate the birth of a baby. And when my nephew was born and he's getting older, and these little milestones he's overcoming, and to see that, to witness that, it's so amazing to me. And now he's beginning to say sentences, not just a few words, like he's saying sentences. He even was able to say the word avocado, which is like a pretty hard word to say for like a 2-year-old kid. So I was like, wow, you can say avocado! And, you know, it's like a it's like a praise, right? So he was so happy. And the last time he had 2 peaches in his hand, and he even offered it to me. And he was like, Iru? And I said, yes. And he said, Kochi or Kochi? And I was like, I want this one. He said, hi, I got it. I was like, wow, this little kid, he's even able to offer his kokoro, you know, to share, that heart of sharing. So I was like, oh, you're so cute. And it's like, that's celebrating the Inochi no Shin no Hataraki. And when you're celebrated, when people praise you, you feel really happy and you feel like doing more and more and more. And then you become better and better and better. And then you after birth, you grow, you enter school. You say Omedeto, you enter elementary, preschool, elementary, middle school, high school, graduation, then you get your driver's license. Do you remember how happy you were when you got your driver's license? Do you remember, did you do anything special? I was like so happy, and I was jumping for joy, literally. I was like, yeah! And I was so happy. I have my driver's license! And yeah, I was like super happy. And then when I was 21, legal age to drink, I was like, yeah! You know what I did? I went to Tamura's and I bought a 1-gallon bottle of sake, omiki. I didn't drink it, I offered it. No, I didn't have no binge party, but honestly, I was happy. So we celebrate birthdays every year. And then what else? Other celebrations in between. You get a new job. You get married, you say Arigato, Omedeto. You exchange that Arigato, Omedeto, right? And that is, again, sprinkling fertilizer and water to the life seed within you, the plant. And then after your job, many years of working, you retire, and it's Arigato, Omedeto again. And these days, I really look up to the people who have retired, because I think, wow, for like 25 or 30 years, they were able to safely do their jobs without any major mistakes that get them fired or nothing. They were able to end their occupation at the workplace safely in one piece. So to be able to retire in one piece without big trouble is such an okage. And finally, when we reach our age, the celebration of life. You know, we pass away, we become one with Kami-sama. So it's this cycle of celebration, Inochi no Shin no Hataraki, that we have to really try to practice in our lives. You know, sometimes when kids, you know, they start to get a little bit older, they become their adolescents and they stop listening to parents sometimes and they go rebellious. And, you know, I see parents, they're going crazy, they don't know how to handle it. and to tell their kid, you're stupid, you're worthless, get out of the house, and all these kind of like, it's like poisonous, toxic energy that you're spilling to your child. And when they're little babies, they're like, oh, you're so cute, oh, you're able to say happy birthday, oh, like, they celebrate little things. And only when that kid grows up a little bit and starts being a little bit rebellious, parents are like, I can't handle this kid anymore, get out of the house. And they swear. Man, I see grown people swearing at like toddlers now who can't even utter words and saying like F words, like really toxic words to their children. Physical, mental abuse going on. So one thing I feel really sad for those kinds of families. And I'm really fortunate that I didn't grow up in that kind of environment. But it's important to maintain the Arigato, Omedeto throughout your whole entire life. Arigatou gozaimashita. And that's how we're able to maintain a happy family, maintain that good energy within your life.
Thank you for your attendance today. Thank you for the message given by Edna Sensei. She mentioned Inochi no Shin no Hatari. This is a message I received when I come over here 47 years ago. We left Amagi Church. The following day we did Konko Sama, and the Konko Sama. Konko Sama gave me this message, Inochi no Shin no Hatari. The message is quite simple, like a tree in the yard. Tree keep on living because of function of their roots and the leaves that makes energy. So the same, if we cut the tree in a track, it will die. Same true, they live. We say when the baby is born, we say, Omedeto gozaimasu, Arigato, exchange of gratitude, appreciation. If they stop as baby become 1 year old, 2 years old, 5 years, go into school, they will get a job. At any stage of the life, Omedeto, Arigato, Omedeto, Arigato. If they stop the function, it's like cutting down the tree, it may soon die. Fail to appreciate happiness in their life. So it's quite simple. And the same idea applies to the konnichiwa de no only we I say thank you, the blessing we are with you this day, everything. Actually, I answered this message about maybe 10 years ago. Well, before that, Konnichiwa, okay, I spent 47 years, or 47 years I lived. Thank you for the 47 years life I enjoy here. It's not true. When I came over here, the first thing is to turn on the light and extend my prayer over here. From that day on, trying to say thank you for the day I spent. At one occasion, we had a service, and the only offering we can make one bottle of Omedeto and pumpkin. We have it between the both. And after the service, I thought, anyway, we could have the whole service. So you want to say thank you to Kami-sama? Then I thought, maybe I should go to my parent church, a way to say thank you to Kami-sama. I'm not sure this is the way how we say thank you to Kami-sama. But I have tried to do this every time we hold the church services, monthly services, grand services. We try to visit for the church, the appreciation. We never fail. 47 years. Even today, we have continued this tradition as a way to thank you. This is the one thing I initiated has been kept to this day. If I say, oh, I'm too tired, the line of thank you, stop it. I try to keep the line, keep on living. This is what I want to share. Actually, on Wednesday last week, we had a regular twice monthly Kyoden Korekai Zoom session from 5 p.m. Regularly, we have a few, not few, Yano family, 3 of us. Koi Sensei, one member from the Honor Church, and several people attended, but regularly 4 or 5 people. And last time, one of the members who used to attend it, from Mie, Britain, Japan, showed up. So total of 5 people enjoy session. The topic of the session is prayer. The same thing we are going to have at the joint conference, the Sacramento. The main theme is prayer. So I want to show message about this session. Okay, we use universal universal message. 167. There's no particular way to worship Kami. Just be sincere, conscientious, honest, and sincerely single-hearted. Give thanks for being able to live from day to day in accordance for the irreverence, carelessness, and arrogance, and that you commit unknowingly. Then, with sincerity, tell any personal request that you may have to come. This is political number 2, which is 167. What you face is not especially difficult. When you get up in the morning, give thanks and pray for a good day, as if you are talking to your parents. When you go out, inform Kami that you are leaving, and when you return home, give thanks for returning home safely. Also, before going to sleep, give thanks for the day. That this is frosty face. One more, 168. Pray to Kami single-handedly means that you do not turn around once you have clapped your hands and face beyond, even if a spear spokes your single-handedness. What wish Kami if you allow yourself to be disrupted by background sound and voice? ですね。ご理解ナンバー2、平野殺しの2な人。Actually, Beck Sensei spent so many hours, time every day, in the morning, in the evening prayer. She sits there over half an hour, something. But she was praying. And she remembering people's names in the past, in the present. And you're all included in her prayer. But that is her prayer. Praying for the foundation of her life and for the people involved. It's very, very great. I can't remember so many people. But this is one way of prayer. Prayer takes so many forms. Basically, prayer of appreciation, prayer of apologies, prayer of supplication. Actually, the founding minister of the Konko Church, Amagi, Reverend Yasutake, said, to practice in faith it consists of 3 elements. 60% of application, onegai is 60% of the apologies, 30%. Then 10% is for onegai, supplication. Onegai is for the future, not in the past. Praying for the future is not a Shinji, he said. Shinji は過去の生産 means looking back at your past and trying to find out the element of thanks in our voice and extend to Kami, a message to Kami. This is the main elements of prayer. お願いします。This is for the future. This cannot be. We may use this kind of element, but this is not main purpose of prayer. But whatever we extend our prayers to Kami-sama, if we do not get any response from Kami-sama, nothing, meaningless. At many church shrine temples in Japan, Konko Sama said, 願いして one way of prayer. No feedback from Kami-sama. The Konko Kyo, we say, we are truth mediation place. This is two-side communication. Your onegai, your message or thank you to Kami-sama is extended to Kami-sama. And you receive Kami-sama's message, reaction from Kami-sama for Kami-sama's answer to your prayer. So this is a two-way of prayer, not negai-shite, two-way of prayer. This is quite distinct and Konko elements. Yes. Actually, prayer takes 4 important forms. So, for example, third Konko Sama, when he heard that plane flying over, he heard the sound of plane. He instantly extended his prayer. The plane would land to the station safe and sound. When he heard babies crying, he instantly responded that the frustration of baby is gone. When we see vehicle, emergency vehicles, we try to extend the vehicle can reach the destination and can save people. This is an impromptu prayer. So we can extend not only prayer for this prayer to Kami-sama. In everyday doing, we can extend our prayer. The same thing Konko Sama, the fourth Konko Sama gave a message to one of the Konko museum. She was first by his her husband behavior. She in a very difficult situation. He kept sleeping, the wake up, and he went to see Konko Sama about situation. Then Konko Sama simply, they say thank you when you cook rice. Thank you for the rice you wash. Thank you for the when you push it up. Thank you for the pray you pray. So the rice will cook well. When you're done the cooking, they say thank you for the cooked rice. Yes. Actually, Konko Sama did this every day. So she followed what Konko Sama said in down. But she actually said thank you, even doing laundry works and so forth. Then strange thing happened. Next day, the husband was within in that 1 month, wake up normally and said, I'm going to work, report to the workplace. Then she raised to Konko to see Konko. So they mean, you understand what I said mean? What she just followed what Konko said. Say thank you, Arigato, in her daily living. And Kami-sama responded to her prayer. And now that I feel prayer of gratitude is the most powerful element to keep us alive, keep us in harmony. We're going to have peace prayer. How I come from reading for peace prayer in October. I thought of maybe we should have this kind of theme, mutual independence. We depend, say thank you to any elements of life. We depend on. That's what Konko used to say. And then we didn't find another topic. But this is very, I have been involved in ACRP over 30 years. One of my theme is the message given by Konko. 世話になるすべてに礼を言う心、平和を生み出す心と言われる。Thank you. Any element we need, we help, we sustain, benefit, can be the source energy that produces the even peacefulness in our life, even in our family life, the social lives. We say thank you. Then things go well. Even for the country, very chaotic situation now. If they extend thank you to each other, then peace will prevail. Not attacking, but forcing by power does not keep the peace eternally. It's only helpful. It's not power-based peace. It's power-based, not peacefulness, based on gratitude. It's the way we see a Konko believers. So now I am convinced peace prayer in gratitude is most powerful. It's the prayer Kami-sama can accept. Anyway, thank you very much. Arigato. やはり本当は天地界の神に願い、我々は今後に今後そしてやはり本当は
天地界の神シンに願い、我々は心にあり今日で頼み、我々は神の真に Heart before Terry and I enjoy. Look to come always and forever.
number one. Page 57. Number
9?
Number 10.
Oh, number 10. はい。私読みますか Number 10. Konko Sama too told me about Konko Sama and a doctor. When a doctor visited Konko Sama's house in Otani, Konko Sama told him, from now on, practice faith in Kami. When someone comes and requests you to treat a patient, inform Kami that you will go and treat the patient. Pray wholeheartedly for Kami to promptly bestow divine blessings to the patient. Dissolve some medicine in sacred sake and give it to the person who will take it to the patient. After the patient drinks it, treat the patient. When a patient is cured, you as a doctor will be credited and a patient will be relieved. You will gain many patients. I felt gratitude and happiness.
Number 11. A man from Inochi, Bingo province, came to worship Konko Sama. Konko Sama told him, spread this faith in the 33 provinces in the west. I will spread it in the 33 provinces in the east. The man performed Toritsugi and received the favor of Kami-sama. Through this man, the faith gradually flourished. Once he became perplexed and neglected to practice faith. He went to see Konko Sama again. He told Konko Sama, although I stopped, I should have continued performing Toritsugi. Now I feel regret. Konko Sama answered, regret will not mend matters. Konko Sama II told me this story and added, sincerity and patience are most important. These qualities are what people need in most situations. Faith, which starts in an emergency and monthly and daily worships to a hero mind, won't continue for long.
12. Don't think of becoming rich in 1 year. Become prosperous over 2, 3, or 5 years. The future is long. The small amounts you save will grow, but the money you gain in one stroke will soon disappear. In private Konko Sama.
13. Konko Sama told us about becoming a kami by practicing faith. He also mentioned Shin, the land of the kami. Remember this from now on. When you become a kami, you should not become greater than kami. Konko Sama too told me.
14. If your house was burglarized, check immediately what was taken and inform the village office. If you don't report the burglary, you will be fined after the burglar is caught and he confesses to where he stole and from whom. It is important to inform in advance.
15. Konko Sama mentioned that monetary offerings were stolen from his house. He remarked, they took the money because they needed it, so let them have it. Such people are not to be despised, they are to be pitied. Konko Sama forgave, and I was deeply moved. Do good things and your faith will grow. It all depends on your heart.
Though they were all saying that you needed someone to practice faith with, Konko Sama asserted, you don't need anyone to practice faith with. If you need someone to practice faith with, you'll need someone to die with. There is no one who wants to die with you. A person is born alone and dies alone. 17. You should be temperate for happiness. Also be temperate for the same divine blessing. You should be temperate for all things. Konko Sama has diverse needs. 2. 10 people have 10 different minds. Therefore, you cannot get the same teachings to all 10, he said. 3. Tell people that everyone should practice faith individually to enjoy
When dispute cannot be resolved due to alcoholism, there won't be divine blessings. Even when praying to come, if you pray wholeheartedly for quick result, divine blessings will be forthcoming.
はい。おはようございます。Good morning. thank you for coming. ただいまから歌を4つ歌わせていただきます。We're going to sing 4 songs. Page 57、信心の栄光からです。よろしくお願いいたします。
「
with a heart caught up in doubt and worry. I face my life every morning, wanting to shine, but somehow holding back joy and fear, so in my heart. Still I know, even one as small as I can run into someday and find a shining, shimmering, brilliant light coming from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads up high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. When I'm down and ready to surrender, when times are hard and it seems so dark, just know each day that I'm never on my own gives me strength and courage to try harder. Holding hands with my friends standing by my side, swinging arms together we will walk to a shining, shimmering, brilliant light glowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. Please take care. See you next time. オンラインの方。
今
後来臨天地彼の神真に願え我が世は心にあり今月の日で頼め All your heart be one with heaven. Harmony's blessings begin within. Hearts grateful and caring in harmony and joy. Look to come always, now and forever. On this very day, pray. Okay. ありがとうございました. Thank you very much for joining us, and we hope you have a wonderful week. Just an announcement. Today we will be celebrating, well, not celebrating, but we will be decorating bamboo branches for the Tanabata Star Festival celebration, which is on July 7th. So if you want to join us, we'll have a light lunch as well. Have a good week. Oh, and next week there will be no Sunday service because we will be in Sacramento for the KC and AKMH joint conference. So, see my friend. Sorry about that. Bye.